So, manual.
Yeah, so the important thing here. I'm sure this is important at some point.
Jesus Christ.
This is why I was saying maybe I should just do this, Alex, because I can have it over here. And you can just give me commands. And also, so let's zoom in a little. There's no.
Alex, memorize it now.
Left button fires phase, right mouse button fires torpedo.
Alright. Weapons on, off is done.
Do you want to just take, you should just take a screenshot of that for your phone.
No, it's fine. Shields on. Target analysis.
All of this is, by the way, only for the ship combat segments, which is a small portion of the game.
Activates emergency power. Damage control.
Alright, so
Enter fires phase.
I assume you can control the
This is
thing
an
either the mouse
alternate
or the
control.
keyboard. Yes.
Bridge full screen. Fired. Selection.
I assume that's for just keyboard stuff.
I'm really gonna need to do magnification that much.
We'll see.
Enters your exit's orbit. Is that only in the ship combat? Is orbit?
This is beyond me, Alex. I've not played beyond this intro.
5 centers controls.
That's on the keypad.
And why is N the map?
Navigation. All right.
K is Kirk. T is talk to Spock. E is computer. H is Uhura.
Hey, say it nice. Okay?
I'm sorry, it's H.
Her memory can live on forever.
Okay, I'm just saying the reason it's H is for
That's fine, but R.I.P. Because holy cow.
control. P to pause. P to quit.
Yeah, try not to do that one.
Ships.
1 a stop.
Alright.
2 through 0 is speed. I would have made 0 stop, but you know.
And I can also revert.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much all you're gonna need. I think the rest is gonna be self-explanatory. Like we don't care about these. Like, Alex, if you want me, I can do the keyboard stuff for this. All right. I'm gonna put this in this. Oh, Steve, we haven't started the game yet, so yeah, you're not seeing anything yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at a tech manual for.
It immediately goes into the game, which is why it's not up yet. Because it's like there's no like
There's no
main
intro.
menu.
Right.
Okay, let's start it up and we'll give it a shot. I just need to remember I can toggle weapons and shields.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations,
I have to
to
say,
boldly
I
go
do
where no
appreciate
man has
that
gone
they,
before.
Glad that we're not listening to some.
Don't touch anything, Alex.
Now, did they get Shatner or did they use
No,
Shatner's?
they got them all.
They used all of them. That's what I mean. Like I'm excited for that. Oh my god. Sorry, this reminds me of Day of the Tentacle so bad.
It's
Not
not.
just because I'm.
It's just because it's the
Yeah,
same. It's
of
the same
course.
sound chip.
No, I know exactly why it is. I'm just saying it definitely reminds me of Day of the Tentacle.
Bruce Schlick will be. That.
No.
Human world.
I love this.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration,
I love the
the
art
galaxy
style.
holds many surprises. To be prepared,
Yes.
we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Have you ever seen the Drunk History?
Raising shields.
Arming.
weapons.
No.
Oh, they have a really great one about how Uhura was, no, she was on this, on Star Trek, but she didn't,
Hold on 1 second, Jackie.
yeah.
If you look in the center of the radar,
Yeah.
that might help you. Sorry. What were you
No,
saying?
you're good. She got the job for Star Trek. She never watched it though because she was constantly working, you know, every day. So she was going to leave,
Lawrence Shields,
And
Captain.
then like somebody,
Shields.
like one of the, like a dad African American came up. He's like, I love you. I love your show.
Yeah.
You make my
Aye, sir.
daughter believe that she can be so much more, and it's huge. And she's like, really? People watch the show? Like, she didn't think it was gonna be big. And then turns out it was massive. And she was like, oh well, I'm probably not gonna be on it next year. And he's like, no, you can't do that. He gave up the job she was gonna do because she wanted to do. She gave that up. Stayed on the show. And NASA actually invited her.
Pull out.
NASA invited her to see them and like talk about, you know, what it's like to be a woman on a sci-fi show and all that stuff. And she actually recruited a bunch of first female
Yes.
team
Computer
members
estimates the
for
Republic
NASA.
is crippled, Captain.
Captain
There's
Patterson
one
extends
bit of
his
that story that you
congratulations.
forgot.
What is that?
Who the person was that told to convince her to stay on the show.
Was it?
It was Martin Luther
Yes, it's coming
King.
in
Oh,
from
that's right. You're right. It was his daughter. That's
Lieutenant.
right.
Jim,
It
the
was
Enterprise
Martin
is
Luther
ordered
King
to
that was the
travel
one.
to
You're
Polar
right.
Spy.
You said that part
Yeah,
was
but I
hard.
forgot that
News
detail.
report that
I thought it was
alien
gonna be
life
harder.
forms have been
But you should
attacking
see
I never read the
the
manual.
You should see the drunk history
You
version
are
of that
the
because it's
report
fucking
to the High
weird.
Planet of the colony. The settlers are members of the
All right, let go one
Acolytes
second,
of the
Alex.
Stars sect.
Sorry.
The description
The audio of the game is ridiculously.
I do
I was
love.
just-
say
It's
that the
very loud
attackers
in my ears.
resemble creatures from
I
many
do love,
earthly
by the way,
regions
that Star
known
Trek
as
was not afraid to
demons.
have like
Starfleet
women
wants
in
to determine the nature of these creatures and resolve the
authority.
situation without bringing
Yes.
harm to the colonists.
Except we're gonna ignore the last episode of the original series.
Well, yes, that too. I'm just saying.
Where we have to go, Alex?
Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Hull repaired, Captain. Aye, sir.
It was only a simulation, so everything's repaired.
Bridge repaired, Captain.
I do like that
I
the
just wanna
cursor
know what
over
they
the
are,
window.
so-
Okay, that's fair.
That was the engine.
That was whole.
Is the cursor of the Enterprise only over the window, or is it all the time?
Aye, sir.
I think it's just while you're flying.
Captain.
Okay.
It's repaired. This
Aye, sir.
Deflectors.
Sensors repaired.
Sensors, okay. That's gotta be
Aye, sir.
photon.
photons.
Torpedoes repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Phasers repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Shields repaired, Captain.
Pay attention.
I advise referring to the star map.
Alex, there you go.
Setting a course for the Pollux system, sir.
Yeah, I'll talk to computer.
Where is Spock? I don't see him.
He's on the right.
Topic not available, Captain.
That's not. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You hit N. What do you do?
Not available,
Yeah, I'm just texting.
Spock. Full name. Uncodable in
Uh.
English language. First officer of the USS Enterprise. Spock is one of the
It's the
finest
same voice.
science officers in
No.
Starfleet and
I know.
has been awarded
I wasn't
numerous
sure if it was just-
Starfleet and Federation decorations.
Facebook Kobayashi.
MARU. You had it right.
I thought.
Topic not available, Captain.
Con.
Topic not
KH.
Yeah, sorry, I mistyped it.
Topic not available, Captain. Topic
With a
not
Y.
available, Captain. Topic not available, Captain.
Montgomery Scott.
Topic not available, Captain.
Yes, fuck Scotty, apparently. Like
Did you
McCoy.
not type it properly?
He got it right.
McCoy.
By Scotty.
Leonard. Full name. Dr. Leonard McCoy. Current Chief Surgeon of the Federation Starship USS Enterprise. Dr. McCoy is considered one of the finest medical researchers in the Federation, but his techniques have caused him to be branded as an maverick in the medical community. Scott Montgomery. Full name. Lieutenant Commander Montgomery.
As expected, published numerous papers on Starship, engineering,
Enterprise.
through the foremost
Montgomery Scott is one
yeah.
Klingons. A humanoid life form that has used genetic manipulation to stratify their population. Their homeworld.
Oh, is that their way of?
This is before they
Is
made
it
it.
really?
Before they canonized it as Kronos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guile physical force. Principles of honor are used to prevent the culture from killing itself completely. But these principles are extended outside their species only to non-Klingons who have proved themselves in battle.
I will say,
Negotiations over
obviously we're gonna see a
in the
Klingon.
disputed area have been slowly
There is at least one other special guest star.
hindered by recent Klingon technology.
I don't know if it's in the first game or the second game, but there's definitely at least 2 special guest stars between the two of them.
Not Klingon. Or it's not a con.
Not Khan.
But their military force is extremely formidable.
Topic
That's not there yet.
Federation.
Federation. The United Federation of Planets, a body devoted to galactic peace and cultural and scientific advancement. Death Grip. Vulcan. Inspired by human fascination with proto-Vulcans.
Oh, okay, I see.
Vulcan. A
Vulcan Death Grip has been depicted in several cinematic productions on ancient Vulcan.
Yeah.
Proto-Vulcan hand-to-hand combat techniques. The Vulcan Death Grip has been depicted in several cinematic productions
That's
on
fun.
ancient Vulcans. One of the most
What about
prominent
Romulan?
members of the Federation, a society devoted to
Vulcan,
logic and
Barak,
pacifism.
Sarek.
The concepts of
Wow.
ethic and
Pal's the one who heals Spock in Star Trek 3.
Yeah.
philosophy. Famous Vulcans include Surak, Sarek Death Grip, Vulcan,
You wanted to do
Romulan.
Romulus?
Romulus. The name
Okay, good.
Romulans, a race descended
Oh, you
from
did
Vulcan
Vulcans
stock,
instead of Vulcan.
one that
I
did not
actually
reject
checked.
No, he when he typed Vulcan in, he gave him both options,
Oh,
which
it
is why I
did?
let
Oh.
him go left and right.
That's cool.
Similar. Their individuals are known for being more passionate and emotional than their Vulcan counterparts.
Can I see?
Topic
No.
not available.
Do you know what the key for save is? Would you like me to look up what the key for save is? I think it's K.
I'm just testing here. Okay, so that's what it looks like when the shields are up. Is that
Arming weapons.
weapons?
Disarming weapons.
Orders are to proceed to the Pollux system.
Built like a steakhouse. Handles like a beast.
Would you like me to
Alright.
tell you which one is
Handles like a
Pollux
beast,
before you
yeah.
immediately get killed?
Yes, before I launch myself into deep Romulan space. Tell me which one.
Pollux, 19.
Yep.
It's this guy down here.
Okay. Demon World.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Oh?
Entering standard orbit.
Alright, so now you can't control the ship, but that's fine.
Topic not available, Captain.
Can you just maybe just hit? I think you're thinking too much. This is more like an encyclopedia, Alex, rather than it giving it commands.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'd have to click on Spock or talk to Spock, which is T, I think.
Yeah.
Pollux 5 has recently emerged from an ice age, sir. It's spring at the moment. Cool, but tolerable. Sensors indicate previously documented flora and fauna. Nothing unusual.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angerin, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
The High Prelate is waiting for you to beam down, sir.
Pollux 5 has recently emerged. Pollux 5 has recently.
Transporters. Federation technology. Developed independently on several.
This isn't like a DOS prompt,
which
Alex.
converts matter to energy, transmits it, and reassembles it.
If we want to do that, I can start up Zork.
Not.
Well, can you give me the Control S?
No. I think you need to talk to Kirk for save.
K is Kirk's.
Okay, is Kirk. I'm assuming he's also how you beam down.
Okay.
I think that first one is safe.
Captain's log.
No.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Well,
So that is
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
This is all set up like multiple Star Trek episodes.
This planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
Alright, let's save the game. Hit K again. Okay. That's talk.
I have the option to hit A.
This planet's as beautiful as everyone says it is.
The trees, the fresh air, the freezing cold.
Come on, Bones, the cold will improve your circulation.
Some people get too much circulation.
You should scan the thing. What is this? Oh, there it is! Hey! It's the standard. I do like that menu. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Nah, we want everything else is fine.
That look. Cracked. Probably give.
You fail to obtain.
Can you scan? There it is. Tricorder? That's the tricorder. That's the medical tricorder. That's the medical tricorder. Right, that's the communicator.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Is my kill phaser my stun phaser?
Yes. You already have it out, so just point at something.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Point at the plant that Bones said.
Captain,
There you go.
reading the rocks in this area, I find that this locality may have been disturbed in the distant past. Recent disturbances created by the colonists' construction and mining prevent me from discovering anything further.
Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna freeze our eyes off at some point on this planet.
Report,
Steve.
Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report.
Maybe try talking to him?
Nothing to report.
The man's in perfect health.
Scan the plant?
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's... There's nothing there requiring a...
And try reading the sign, I guess.
There's nothing there requiring... There's nothing there requiring...
So I like that basically you don't... Your crew are your, like, inventory items, similar to Max and Sam and Max.
Nothing to report, Captain.
High Prelate Angiven waits patiently for you.
All mining equipment.
On the other side of the trees is Idle Mountain, a tall, forbidding place. You have a vague feeling of danger.
I don't like the narrator.
A quickly constructed Spartan shelter, primarily used by fledgling colonies. A beautiful snow-covered scene with a... Various bushes and shrubs grow along the edge. One Starfleet issue medical tricorder to assure that Starfleet doc... One Starfleet issue science tricorder. One Starfleet issue community. One Starfleet issue. One Starfleet regulation. One Starfleet regulation phaser type.
That's exactly as we said.
Spock raises an eyebrow. Ensign Everts, who has never been this close to snow before.
Oh, he's so fucking dead!
The red shirt.
Dr. Leonard McCoy, the finest doctor in Starfleet, wishes that he were on a warmer planet. James Tiberius Kirk, captain of the Enterprise. He's always happy to run an errand of mercy.
I saw that episode. Hawk?
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
Maybe he means plans elsewhere.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk
Yeah,
of the USS Enterprise.
we can already bury him.
We've
Might as
received
well.
word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
Oh, you get those are the choices.
I am
Shit.
That's great.
I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil. Been seeing ghosts and boogeymen, eh? I find that
That one sounds the most Kirky.
No, that one is definitely the most Kirky.
Yeah.
I want to say I like the new adjective Big
Certainly,
Kirky.
Captain Kirk. No aliens per se.
We're gonna see a lot of Kirky things in here.
Oh, but should I play like Renegade Kirk throughout this?
Emerging from the very
Oh, that'd be
gates of
great.
hell.
Weird fucking aliens you got around here. Shut up, brother.
So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell, this is the 23rd century. Aside from seeing demons, has any hard...
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
Oh, a long time.
You're wasting the time of a starship capable of destroying this planet with campfire stories? No wonder you were dumped out
Holy shit.
here. The mine itself.
What can you tell me about the mine?
Tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Candry to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Candry was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Why are we on this planet? Fuck you.
Demons?
The supernatural
Fuck are you talking about?
definition.
There's something in the cave.
These people believe what they have seen. Barring
We're gonna be doing this a lot.
the real problem seems to exist.
I've never seen snow like this before. This is great.
We're having a good time, buddy.
I've never even thrown a snowball. Do you think anyone would mind?
Well,
Later, Ensign, we have work to do.
Of course, sir.
You look rather cold, Bones.
I'm not.
Only Barclay and Worf are on this mission. Worf would be pissed. Worf does not like snow.
Down in the middle of a snow.
He's not a merry man.
A centimeter of
Not
snow
anymore.
does not technically
He never was.
constitute a drift, Doctor.
And doctors say that patients complain too much.
Oh, and anything.
Okay, we're done talking to him.
Yeah, might as well save it.
Save new game. Replace previous
Yeah.
elite. Cancel. Save. Replace.
It's
That's
easy enough.
really easy. Okay. How about we go to our bag?
I really thought you were just gonna shoot the guy.
Walk.
I think you just walk. You just click normally. I know the sound effect.
A sturdy man of advanced years whose blue eyes meet yours with clarity, curiosity, and
Yeah, just shoot everyone.
The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry.
You'll understand if I don't stand up, I hope. I am not.
Brother jump!
A grim-faced minor colonist.
I can't wait for
nods
Alex to make all the
quickly.
jokes. Coming.
Save new game. Replace previous.
I miss all the puns we used to have. Now it's always
May I
Gecko.
suggest using a diplomatic approach to question?
What you say, Jackie?
Force will
I
gain
miss all
us
the
little.
puns we used to have when we saved games. Now
May
it's
I
always just
suggest
Gecko
using a more
1.
I have to come up with the pun each time. That was a lot of effort.
I liked it.
Alright, we can go back to
You
doing
don't
that
have
too,
to. I know
Jackie.
you guys like Gecko. You'll
No,
Gecko
no, we'll
lovers.
give you the puns.
I like that one.
The Finnegan joke? Yeah.
Jim, I think you need a vacation real bad.
Finally, some action. Where's the enemy?
Zap. Wonder if,
Sir, the way you've been waving that around is making me very nervous.
While you're at it, why don't you just violate the Prime Directive?
I see no threat in the current vicinity, Captain. May I suggest using a more...
Okay. Actually.
Boxes of supplies and mining equipment litter the floor.
I hope that when we go on other missions, like if Roy doesn't come with us, like there won't be like the medical tricorder.
This man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin.
Alright, so that's one thing we gotta look out for, Barry.
Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
One, get Barry.
The alien's life sign seems stress elevated. Otherwise, the man seems worried and stressed, but all body functions appear within normal limits. The man is suffering moderately from the effects of his age, but seems healthy, alert, and in fine spirits.
You tell he definitely sounds older. I mean, I think he was recorded in either 92 or 93.
Oh, relatively.
I detect various pieces of mining equipment, but nothing of note.
I gotta say, so far,
Nothing to report, Captain.
they fucking digging this game.
I know.
Right?
And from everything that I hear, the second game is better.
Really?
Yes.
So we're like, what, 10 minutes in and we're already like enjoying it wholeheartedly?
I mean, it's Star Trek. It had to really fuck up to.
I really am enjoying this art style though. Like I feel like because there's like they could have gone anywhere with this. They picked a style that really fits Star Trek.
It's got like that 60s.
Right? That's what
Like
I mean.
feel.
Like it definitely fits. It fits the world.
Okay. We'll retrieve Barry.
We might as well check out the other plot. Where did what's his face go?
Demons and supernatural creatures.
Where did who go? Oh, he's wandering around. Anyway, you can be in here.
I don't think so. This is Interplay.
An antiquated molecular synthesizer.
I should be using that.
A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running.
The computer?
U is U, I is in. L is low.
I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work, contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
It is locked.
I think we should wait and talk to the owner when he comes back, Jim.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment from... Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from an old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a marvel of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse. This study represents a...
You get no response.
Mr. Spock,
Hello, computer.
Captain, this appears...
You fail to obtain any... You fail to obtain... The glass case is locked.
That's sufficient for now, I think.
Yeah, I think fine.
How quickly is Everett's getting killed here?
I mean, you have to have a straight out the gate demon attack.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think we can go this way.
Not this way. Up in.
Oh god!
Oh, what the fuck?
Shoot him!
I thought you said there were no Klingons.
I said there were Klingons.
Oh.
Everett's is dead. Shoot him!
Oh my god! Well, we already knew that he was going
You
to
see
go.
a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
Oh my.
Everest is okay.
Maybe you shouldn't have killed him.
You get no response.
I didn't kill that one.
You get no
Stunned
response.
that one.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't kill any of them.
You get no.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something
Yeah, I should have stunned him.
scientists would never have uncovered.
Reload.
What
Do it
is
again.
it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
Yeah, we can fucking do it.
I'll load. Oh, please.
I am worried about Brother Chubb.
No, no. Kirk.
He got shot. That was the shock. Winnie, Winnie.
Vinny.
I also haven't eaten any of my dinner.
Would you like me to get your sandwich?
No, because
I'll get it because I have to go to the bathroom.
No, because what, Alex?
Jim, this man has suffered severe.
I may be a
then I'm gonna have to stop playing too.
There's nothing there requiring a.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll pick up your sandwich on my way back. Okay.
You can shoot Klingons in one hand and
I was gonna say,
shove a sandwich in
if
your
you
mouth
can
in the
eat
other.
a sandwich and drive at the same time, which I've seen you do this.
Fair.
Winnie, come on, Winnie. Winnie.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do.
Captain, this appears to be a mark.
A multi-purpose works. Assorted pieces of glass. An
Say before you go back there, I guess.
A glass-fronted display. Save new game. Replay. You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Federation scum.
The firefight is over, Jim. I think you can put that away.
I wasn't able to prevent him from getting stunned. But
The firefight is over. There's nothing there requiring a ship's dock.
I'm not sure you clicked on it.
This is definitely not a real Klingon, Jim.
Captain, we registered.
We're fine.
No, Captain.
No, just
Fascinating. I begin to suspect.
what is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data.
This is definitely.
I like
not
going the
a
other way
real-
with just shooting him.
This is definitely not.
Check on Everest.
There's nothing there requiring.
Fuck.
There's nothing
Octo?
there requiring.
I guess this isn't such a great planet after all.
All right.
fine, he just got stunned.
They look like Klingons.
But I see trying to reach into their pockets.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial. There is something different about this particular construct. Come here, Captain. Look at the hand. It seems to have been separated from the body. There's a wiring circuit in the middle of the palm.
That shit up.
They look like Klingons. You fail to obtain.
Try one of the others, or try click on the hand directly. You can see the
There's
palm on
nothing
the
at the
one on the right.
You take the Klingons.
You just have a fucking robot Klingon hand.
Nothing happens. Nothing
Are
happens.
you trying to use it on people?
This hand was taken from the Klingon.
Can you scan it
One
more?
Starfleet issue communicate.
Yeah, use your scanner on the hand now. No, okay.
Yeah, high five.
Honestly, that would be great. If Alex, you ever found like a severed hand, that's exactly what you would do. You turn it. Hey, high five.
That occurred. Demons, Klingons, avalanches. What's next? The Wicked Witch of the West?
That is not logical, Doctor.
It wasn't supposed to be logical, you green-blooded falcon. Why does everything have to be so damn logical? Well, we've seen Klingons. Now all we need is a few Romulans.
Control your thoughts, Doctor. There is a high probability that something here is using our own memories against us.
I might as well save it
You
again.
see the mine entrance at Mount Idle rises up. The path is surrounded by some beautiful...
Oh, the berries. Look for the fucking berries, too.
These are very beautiful Doctus cattails.
No. Pink.
A large patch of Kytelian tulips.
Those red ones. I think you said cattails, but I think you didn't click on the cattails.
These are very beautiful.
Alright, try those things.
These branzite pods add a nice touch. Agendoria. Agendoria. The path is surrounded. The path is surrounded.
What are those? Right? No. You see where like the red is in the bottom? Now above that, right there is something different. That's there.
These are very beautiful Doctus. You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain any. Save new game. Replace.
You know. And first, you might as well look a little longer. Oh yeah, oh there they are.
Various types of berries.
Scan it first.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do.
You have retrieved a sample of.
Jim, these are the berries we need to synthesize the hyper.
What?
Every time I go to the bathroom, Woody.
There's nothing
Oh
there
yeah.
requiring.
We got the berries, and we also picked up a severed hand from the Klingon, which was not a Klingon, it was a robot.
Oh. Sounds like a setup.
Did you take the money out of this before you just dropped it on the floor?
I didn't.
Good! You have found the berries. Bring them to my lab, quickly.
Nothing happens.
Just specify that no mayo in that one.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our god often surprises us.
Who is your god?
The settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Take it. That's a big assumption. You have it though. We don't know how this game works. You might.
Miles has to go pee.
Nice big oil stain right on my shirt. That.
Mmm.
Nice out of work shirt.
Thank you. You're most kind.
You saved the chub.
That was most good. Most good indeed.
Alright, Chubb, talk to me.
No response.
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth.
They're seeing
Huge,
demons and we're seeing
the bloody
Klingons.
skin, truly the manifestation
Ah.
of evil, with bat wings,
But the
horns
robots.
and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
Did you show the hand to Spock?
No, but he looked at it.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Go to the dude.
What an interesting artifact. It appears to have been damaged. When you have a chance, take it to my lab and we'll see if it can be repaired.
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them.
That's a generator name.
bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
I am Brother
Captain,
It is.
I believe this may be... The medical methods of these people seem primitive to me, Doctor.
By our standards, yes. Here the Acolytes prefer a simpler lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is one of the consequences. You know, Jim, they can take a captain out of a starship and a science officer out of his lab, but you can never retire a doctor.
Not the good ones, that's for sure.
My mom wanted me to become a doctor.
Oh.
But I hated my biology
Everett.
classes.
So did I, but I became one anyway.
That is not logical, Doctor.
Neither was some of my professors.
My Uncle John lived with the Acolytes a long time ago. He died in their service helping plague victims on New Ontario 6 20 years ago.
The Acolytes did a lot of good work for the needy in this quadrant.
It will be good to help them for a change.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teaching.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He
Yeah.
sounds just like you.
Oh my
I
god.
would be equally honored
Yeah.
to discuss
Yeah,
medicine
one
with
New
you
Ontario 1 through 5 are
and
gone.
science with your Vulcan associate. And let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study,
Really?
I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope
The
that
brother
I
is
hope
not
you will
happy
visit
about
me in
him
my
treading
study,
close
which
to-
is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
Go use the hand next door, I guess.
Wow.
You okay?
Oh my god, you sounded like a into demon.
That was all just...
Hey, long as it's upstairs, not downstairs.
Yeah, you don't want those sounds coming out of my butt.
Save new game. Replace.
Yeah, put Brother Joe.
I never dreamed.
Show him the hands again.
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hand.
Everything you
This
want to do.
machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
What to do, I guess?
See how the fingertips have micro-sized sensors? I wonder what use they may have.
Can you jack off with this hand?
Nothing happens.
That's why I brought it to the ensign.
Nothing happens.
Chubb might need it.
Nothing happens.
Not until I numb it up and call it the stranger.
Right back to Brother Chubb.
Another name that was probably a generator name.
This hand was taken from the Klingon.
This study represents a man with a keen...
Man's right there.
You get no response.
I never dreamed.
A glass-fronted.
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me. Yes, tell us about these things. Where did you find all this? Looks like a pile. Yes, tell us about these things.
I enjoy talking about these
I
things.
like my treasures.
I like the young people.
Big old pile of shit.
Fossil shells. Skull of a small alien and twist of metal. Or would you rather move
Let's
on
just
to some
do them all.
minerals?
I'm sure we can get through all of them.
True curiosities, nothing more. Shall I go into minerals, meteorite? I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux.
I like the first one. It's like, oh, just minerals. I like them. And this is the meteor that destroyed our planet.
Earth's moon would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to.
What about a total eclipse of the heart?
Conditions making a
I was waiting for it.
total eclipse are rare
That's
in the universe.
great.
Our God creates great
Turn
wonders.
around.
Like minerals,
Every now and then.
fossil shell.
Turn around.
Orbs I've seen on this planet. Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into mineral?
Yeah.
The skull of a modern Solati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. Solatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go into minerals? A twist of metal. This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that...
Whose voice is this? Because it sounds familiar, but it's probably not.
Or would you rather move on? Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them. You are interested in...
Looks like a pile of junk. Yes, tell us. Where did you find all? Looks like a pile of... Where did you find all?
Here and there. Much of it was brought to me by others exploring widely.
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me. Yes, looks like a pile of junk. Yes, tell us about these.
Shall I go with minerals? Or would you rather... Very well.
Name, brother, what?
I don't know.
Steven?
Taking the twist of metal.
Robert V. Barron.
A glass-fronted display of mineral.
Hasn't really done a lot of anything else.
An old corroded the brain case of a small creature looking slightly insane. Pretty rock specimens. A common-looking meteorite. Fossil shells of... Nothing happens.
Oh God.
Nothing happens.
He has
Old
done
man
something else.
Bless you for returning.
This is one of his last things that he ever did. This game.
Oh yeah.
Save Newt.
But he was Abraham Lincoln in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I was saying the voice sounds so familiar.
You fail to obtain any.
What happened when you looked at
You
the
fail to obtain.
case, Alex?
Case?
Yeah.
I was able to take everything out of
See
it.
what you can dig up from that
Oh, you didn't take anything?
computer.
Look at all.
Oh,
See
it
what
was
you
still
can
there.
dig up.
Got it.
Captain, this appears to be a...
Oh, man.
Alright.
I never dreamed.
This study represents...
Alright.
Save.
Saved our boy.
Save the game. Good.
Robot corpses.
Got the berry.
Mine entrance.
Scan it.
Feeble lights illuminate the mine tunnel. One Starfleet issue sign.
Gotta look up.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
Alright, let's fucking go.
There's nothing there required.
Definitely gotta scan the rock in the door.
A pulsing red light is set in the structure of a large metallic. A large pile of rubble blocks with a large pile of rubble.
Yeah. Everts, climb that shit.
Captain, the structure is extremely unstable. I would not recommend disturbing the lower...
Assume firing position.
Why didn't you scan it first?
Gotta get through it.
Oh god!
There's no apparent effect.
That action would be... Don't you remember the prime...
That's a phaser, not...
Captain, your behavior is illogical.
Check out the man!
Did I zap him?
No!
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well. This man is badly...
Get over there, McCoy.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Brother Kandri is barely conscious and is lying still, trying to regain his strength.
This man is badly hurt.
Nothing happens.
Wake up!
Nothing happens.
Octo?
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of. Nothing to report, Captain.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Close with the door.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as
Start scanning more.
Jim, the next time you need medical help on a snowball,
Bones.
I'll probably end up coming along.
No sign of demons, Klingons, or other hostiles, Captain. I promise, I'll let you know the instant something appears.
You're gonna
Promise
be
you
so
will.
dead
Sense of
soon,
the
man.
on top of them.
it appears to be a security lock designed to
Hey!
when the
Well, it just so happens we've got a hand.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens. Save new, replace previous.
Wondering if I could.
If I leave here tomorrow.
Alright, I kind of want to go back and talk to them.
Yeah, you might as well now.
Like, off. Yeah, but isn't that guy's part?
Brother Kandre was, is my partner.
You get no response.
I headed up the part of the...
Can you tell?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folks since...
The demons
Oh,
didn't.
No.
I'm glad there's a teller right there. Like, we want every single person to be like,
Yeah. They're that guy go?
I never dreamed.
What are you gonna do? You guys coming?
Center.
Right.
Down a little. It's not like Fate of Atlanta.
Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere of the moon is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it, an eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel. This control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment.
How do you know?
This alien construction takes
Science scanner.
mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
Yeah, what's that over there?
Nothing to report, Captain.
That steering wheel.
Many alien machines fill the room. It looks like a control. This appears to control some unusual. It appears to be an.
I see we can walk to the right as well.
The machinery is sustaining some type of life in suspended animation. If we can reactivate the machines, then we may be able to meet its creators.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
I wonder who or what constructed all this.
I love how buff they make. You can really see.
He hasn't torn his shirt off yet, though. Half? Half. Should be half. Half. That should be 1/6. There's 1, I think. Oh no, 5. You're right, 5.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. It appears to be an. One Starfleet issue sign.
Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it. This alien construction.
You fail to obtain. Save new game.
Do anything. Gotta be something with that panel. There's nothing else for us to do. Leave that one as it is. It's the sun, right? Yellow is the sun. Do the moon at half. That should be. No, that's not it. Yeah, there you had it. Oh, why is it twice? You notice that?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Just set it all to 1?
Yeah. Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation
No.
territory. I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets.
Not bad.
Where you come from? We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land? Stop. I welcome you.
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Some advanced civilization.
2.
Perhaps you can...
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and
How do you know it was the Klingon? How do you know what Klingon is?
For the Tellarites, a
Watching
demon.
a bunker
The other humans
24 hours below sea level.
On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom
Yeah,
we
exactly.
share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I am.
You have the piece?
If you
Maybe it's one of the
can
pieces you
help,
have.
please do so.
The scrap of metal, Alex, because it's the only thing that's...
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Steve.
Oh.
Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Yeah, try the metal. I think that's... I think it has to be. Because he said it was not, like...
There is no need for violence.
Jesus Christ, Alex!
You fit the key into the slot, but you cannot find a way to turn it.
What else you got?
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them.
Quick.
We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr.
Just
Scott.
finished Demon World?
I want to give him back his goodies. I took all of that guy's minerals. Oh.
Yes, fucking Bitcoin.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 94%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons.
I don't.
Were you skipping that?
Because I'm gonna load. I can get 100%. Let's see what happens if I give him the.
Hijack.
I want to skip all of this, and I want to just.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Alright, we're loading.
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions. I think I should return it to where I got it.
I want it.
No, I want to keep it as a memento for myself.
Jesus.
Of course,
Stuff too.
Save new game. Replace previous. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I mean, it might literally just be the skull that you have. Yeah.
Hoping to.
All the way to the left.
Trying to do.
Stop clicking so many times. A single click would have done, Alex.
Single click wasn't doing it. I had to find exactly the spot.
No.
It does.
The night of 1,000 clicks.
Look at him go.
You just gonna return everything else?
Except for the key.
Return the metal too?
I'm not gonna return the metal.
I never dreamed that Starfleet.
The old man carefully.
Bless you for.
The old man carefully.
Bless you.
The old man carefully.
Bless you.
Or you don't get your alien skull back.
I think this is a good introductory mission.
Yeah.
It's simple, right? Like it sets up. Here's how you play the game.
Yeah.
Here's how there's different choices you can make. Here's what you can do with like you can save these people, not to save them, and you get to fucking evaluate at the end. And then Donatello takes the key from you. Looks like he takes a whiff of it first.
I will be glad.
Right? It looks like he's with that bong in his mouth.
Enterprise, beam us up.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems
We'll take
of
that in a sec.
Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 97%. You and your crew
can look up
received
later.
3 commendation
I think
points.
that's-
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
Ha ha ha.
Ah.
You don't go to. Okay.
Hijacked.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The USS Enterprise is to report immediately to Beta Myamid. The USS Masada has failed to report as scheduled. Determine nature of delay and take whatever measures are necessary.
Set course for Beta Myamid, sir.
Topic not available. Topic not available,
I
Captain.
just discovered them.
I gotta update the computer? Like, come on. Someone's gotta fucking write the Wikipedia entry. Let me look it up. What's the name of the planet?
Get in my yet or whatever.
15. This guy right here.
Shiny guy right there.
Yep.
There is an unidentified ship closing rapidly, weapons armed and shields up.
Raising shields.
Message coming in, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Leave the Beta Myamid system immediately. You're interfering in a
Wow, look at that design.
We are conducting a search and rescue mission for the USS Masada. It was last reported in this system. We cannot leave until we can confirm its location and condition.
So be it. You have been warned. Prepare to die.
Here we go.
Arming weapons.
Max speed. For a tight turn. Hero, there we go.
You probably want to use the phasers to take the shields down before going in with the
I
photons.
don't know how many total
Well, I'm guessing unlimited. Can't keep letting them get in front of you like that.
Aye, sir.
Sensors repaired, Captain.
How do you know it's damaged?
Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, shields, shields. Shields. We know that the front shields are a little damaged. Speed up, speed up, speed up.
I'm reversing, actually. Got him.
There you go. Get a little up above him. Nice. Jump. You're gonna get fucking killed doing that one, Alex. Your hull is partially damaged on the front. Go hit.
The enemy ship's initial intercept course was from the last known position of the Masada. I suggest we orbit the planet for a closer
Nice.
sense
Yeah,
of
I mean, I
its
figured that. That's why we got in a cutscene. Enter orbit. Oh no, you're still fighting him? You got some
damage on the hull, Alex. Aye, sir. Bridge repaired.
That was the bridge, not the hull. Now the hull's been repaired anyway.
I got him.
Aye, sir.
Is it over orbit?
I'm waiting to repair.
Repaired, Captain.
You gotta say, I do like the. I kind of like the ship combat in this.
Yeah,
I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much as I do. Especially, I knew that it never got good reviews, the ship combat. But I think I'm kind of liking it, actually.
Yeah. Granted, if I didn't read the manual and like know what the controls were.
Well, that's why I made sure we did that.
Yeah. Not knowing the speed.
You just gotta know.
Wait until my ship. How close I can get to the planet.
Much closer than I thought you were going to be. I have to crash into the planet, Alex.
There she is, Captain. She does not appear to be seriously damaged. Her shields are up, and 27 life forms are aboard.
Interesting ship design. Don't fire. Take the
shields, Captain. Disarming weapons.
Uhura.
Hailing the ship, Captain.
Greetings, Federation Imperialists. I am Elasi Seraph, and I have claimed this ship as a blow for freedom against Federation tyranny.
This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. You are illegally
not terrible.
in possession of Starfleet property. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise.
No.
Listen, Lassie. Hand over the ship and hostages now, or things are going to get very nasty. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Mr.
It's
Lassie,
not terrible, but one is the
we found
best.
something the Starfleet lost. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS. This is Captain.
I like
James
one a
T.
little
This
bit
is
more.
Captain James T. Kirk.
Ah, the infamous Captain Kirk. The Masada is mine. You will release 25 political prisoners I specify, or I will destroy the ship and its crew. The list of those wrongfully imprisoned should be coming over to you now.
Data file captured, Captain. Computer indicates they were all convicted of piracy with various counts of murder and mayhem thrown in.
Freeing the prisoners you requested will take time. We have to track down their current locations, and Starfleet will have to grant permission to move them here.
That's not terrible.
Get started. You should tender a show of good faith on your part. Will you beam over so we can discuss negotiations face to face? We can work together on this, Elasi. How about beaming some of
That's
the
also not
hostages
terrible.
over as a show of good faith? Freeing the prisoners you requested will take time. We have to track down their
What are you
current
thinking?
locations. We can work together on this, Elasi. How about beaming some of the hostages over?
I don't think he would go for one, but he might go for two.
What? Lower my shield so you can beam over a war party? I'm not stupid, Captain. We'll play by my rules.
So long as the shields are up, Captain, our hands are tied.
The Enterprise can overpower the Masada and take her, but the pirates would have all
Let's
the
not
time
do that.
they need to kill every one of the hostages.
Will you send over data on the whereabouts and conditions of my falsely accused clansmen languishing in your dungeons, Captain?
Very well, we'll do it your way. I will put together the data packet. Your fellow Elasi have been tried in Federation courts of law and found guilty of their crimes. We'll listen to your complaints if you discuss them reasonably. Forget it, Elasi Sereth. You'll be the next one languishing on a Federation penal planet unless you drop your shields and surrender to me immediately. Very well, we'll do it your way. Forget it. Your fellow Elasi have been Your fellow Elasi have been tried in Federation courts of law.
These hostages are being tried by the Elasi justice system. You have the final say, Captain, whether they receive the death penalty or not. Elasi Sereth out.
Captain, we could use the command prefix code to lower the
Yes.
Masada's shields briefly. Long
Fucking
enough for
con.
the transporter burst.
How do we do that?
Topic not available, Captain.
Try prefix.
Topic not available.
What's the name of the ship?
Masada, USS.
There it is.
A Federation tug tender. Registry NCC 293391. Currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler. Crew complement of 17.
Only 5 digits in Rathacon.
Tow repair of disabled ships. Its input override code is 293391.
Sorry, Alex, I just wanted to get it brighter.
197-736-3829.
Just type it in. Can't use the numpad.
Topic not available, Captain.
Okay. Talk to Spock again. And prefix code.
That code had
That,
no
whatever you
effect.
just did, was that? What'd you just do?
Trying to back out of it. So.
There, now you gotta type it in.
Sending prefix and lowering the Masada's shields.
Beam over. Save as a new one. Hold on, we gotta come with a name now. Hijacked. Lowjacked. They should have installed Lowjack. You got an extra A there. There you go. Now you lost the D.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Hey, Everett is still alive?
Yeah, baby.
Gosh. Miracle.
Yeah, Jim.
I want him to say it.
He's not hurt badly. I
Oh.
can revive him.
You guys set yourself up for that one.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Doctor. Be careful, Captain. The Elasi like to set booby traps. If you need any equipment, I've got my tools in this workspace.
Nice.
Sick.
Why would you want to do that? Let's not go misusing a medical kit, Jim.
I think I'm fucking trying to do, boy.
Put a band-aid on a wrench. and I'm hearing a lot of the classic 80s sound effects
Yeah.
like
There's
that
nothing at the
that you would get in like the disc.
Crewman Simpson.
Homer!
I suppose I should be grateful to see anyone after that. I thought I was dead.
Well, with any luck, you won't have to worry about that for quite some time.
Provided the Alassi don't have anything to say about it.
The transporter bay has been damaged in a recent firefight. The transporter bay. A small bomb appears to have damaged the transporter controls. The transporter bay. The transporter bay.
What tools you get?
The transporter bay.
I'll show you.
These doors have been scarred by phaser fire. There was a battle here.
Might want to have a Spock look at the transporter controls too.
When this operation is complete, Captain, we should have Mr. Scott or Transporter Chief Kyle come here to assist with your
So
affairs.
Kyle, I don't think was ever canonized on the show. That was a post-show thing.
This is just like their raid on
I don't remember him at all, so.
He's the guy who was always in the transporter room, but he's basically just an extra. But it was always the same extra. I kept getting the same guy.
Can't see them winning any popularity contests, Bones.
They can forget about my vote.
This is just
Oh, Everett's lived?
I think that's why we got some points. Everett's, I'm sure, had a chance to die.
That's what it is.
The Runcinate Transmogrifier. This device was invented by an engineer with a sense of humor about nails. With the proper attachments, engineers use it for temporary fixes on key circuits. The
Interesting.
transporter-
Okay. Probably want to have Spock analyze some of the things around here, like the transporter computer.
Even our most efficient Chief Engineer Scott would have trouble repairing this damage in less than 2 days. Nothing to report, Captain.
One thing on the wall.
Nothing to
next to
report,
you.
Captain.
Closest to you.
Hoverability.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Right, I guess.
Nothing happens.
Captain, I need to find a bit that will fit into the transmogrifier before I can go further with this.
Save new. Replace previous game.
Gotta say, it'd be really funny if you could just end this by just blowing up the ship and being like, "Hey, 10%."
I'm sure you can.
Careful of booby traps.
This view screen communication terminal has been damaged beyond repair.
Man, I love this art.
A tangle of mangled equipment reduced to junk. There are the remains of 5 phasers without power packs, a drained phaser welder, and scraps of wire and uncertain bits of metal junk. Twisted debris has been scattered along.
I like their idle animation too.
Yeah, there's like.
They're not just standing still
Some
constantly.
kind of force field appears to cover the door. One Starfleet issue.
Strong electromagnetic readings come from the doorway at the far end of the hallway.
Fuck.
5 phasers without power packs, a drained phaser welder, insulation and bits of wire, and droplets of cooled molten metal. Nothing to report, Captain.
Purple gear.
Nothing to report, Captain.
You highlight over the purple.
Nothing to report, Captain.
You do the door itself.
I already did.
A force field of
No.
unusual configurations has been erected in front of the doorway, which leads into the bridge. I don't think it would be healthy to approach too closely, Captain.
Nothing happened.
Line items.
Some scraps of metal found in the corridors of the Masada. Some scraps of wire. A phaser welder. It is without power. These weapons are powerless.
You can also bring it to the engineer, maybe.
I don't think we can bring down that force field, Captain. If we could, though, it might be less risky than trying to transport onto the bridge.
This corridor provides access to the transporter room, Captain.
This is a mess now, isn't it?
My daddy would have sent me to bed without supper if I'd done something like this. Can't say I like the
Oh, this murder. One good murder, and I'm going to bed without my meatloaf.
I feel like that's a quote. Hold on.
Nothing happens.
Guys, is this game actually like fucking sick?
Yeah, yes, it really fucking is.
It's actually really good.
Yes, it is.
And again, Judgment Rights has better reviews. Like, universally.
It really does feel like a Star Trek episode.
It does.
Going to bed
have some of that?
without
Yeah, here, just
meatloaf.
rest of this.
My meatloaf, you're right.
Here.
This game is already much better than I had hopes for. I'm like, it's Star Trek. We're gonna enjoy this. But
Nothing happens.
give him the transmogrifier first.
Nothing happens.
But luckily, it's
Spock
exceeded
one.
our
Nothing happens.
expectations.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I had like middling to higher, slightly higher, above average expectations. And this is easily exceeded that.
Nothing happens.
I fail to see the logic. I believe this would be in Dr. McCoy's field of expertise.
How did I choose?
Yeah, I think you used the hand on him.
The controls have been virtually destroyed, Captain.
Interesting.
Can they be repaired, Spock?
With Chief Engineer's
Yeah, we got that
assistance,
early.
I believe we could get them in perfect work.
Spock, we don't have 2 days. If we can repair the transporter, we might be able to transport onto the bridge and capture the Alassi.
I can attempt to jury-rig repairs if I can find parts. However, there is
Yeah, but
only
they
a
said that we- or not.
67.357%
Yes.
probability of success.
I think we should try to take the force
I've
field
always
down.
been a gambler, Spock. Figure out what you'll need.
The controls have been...
Can they be repaired?
With Chief Engineer...
Spock, we don't...
I can attempt...
I've always been a gambler.
Even our most efficient... Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report.
A large part of why this also feels like a Star Trek episode. Right, the sound effects are like spot on.
Well, they've gotten the original sound effects for like the doors and the phasers and the tricorder.
Right, but like even like the other stuff, it just feels authentic.
You fail to obtain anything.
And there's a lot.
You fail to
The only
obtain
thing where
anything.
there's only one thing that's missing, and we're not really getting a lot of music. There's a little.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if they were just.
We might get like I think they're in key moments rather than just constant. Which for the time is more perfect because you gotta like, except for like Monkey Island 2, at this point, you're not getting constant music in games.
Well, that's
So,
how it was in the show too. Like there wasn't
Yes.
the whole time.
Sure.
See that?
I didn't.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a rocket scientist. I certainly see nothing there calling for a ship's doctor.
Talk to Lieutenant. What's his name?
Okay.
Yeah, Lieutenant Redshirt.
This is just like their raid on Damocles Station.
When this operation is complete, Captain,
Let's not look too far.
You can always check out the force field a little bit more too.
Got another.
Okay, I'm listening.
First one.
Save new game.
You're just gonna shoot it.
Oh no. Listen, I've discovered now that I can do this.
I doubt that our fate.
Why don't you just give that a shot, buddy?
He looks at you with a puzzled
Can you go to that door on the right? Because that looks like a hallway there.
Yeah, that's what I
He
thought.
looks at you with
You
a
gotta, yeah, back out. Nice. Done.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Nice!
Save new game.
Go with a new one. They're toasted Lassie. What do you got? Something? Lassie, toasted rubber, burnt rubber, stunned
Yeah, like
rubber.
we're just like spitballing through it.
Plastic, Lassie, something like that. That's all I got right now.
Lassie?
Lassie. There's triple. Well, yeah.
Go get him, Lassie.
Oh.
Trouble.
Trouble in the... Or you could have said, Lassie, come.
This guard is stunned. This guard is stunned. One Starfleet.
God damn it. Every time.
The pirates won't wait for a while, but they're going to be quite unhappy when they do. I recommend that we not be here when they awake. There's nothing there required.
Is that the crew in there in the center? You shoot them when they're down.
Captain, if we could manage to overload the force field, it would probably
That's not a bad idea.
detonate the bomb before we could rescue the crewmen.
You are in the brig of the Masada. 9 of the crew members are held in a cell. 2 Alasi guards.
See if you can have
lie
Spock unlock it. Control panel next to
This
it.
door leads back. This door leads back to the main core. This appears to be the button that turns the brig force field on and off. 1 Starfleet issues.
You did it again.
Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped.
Ah,
to
good
detonate
call.
the bomb, presumably inside the brig somewhere. Nothing to
Good
report,
call.
Captain, the switch has been booby.
Can you talk to them?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I'd rather talk to them first, because maybe they'll be like, the bomb's in here, or, you know.
A medium-strength phaser bomb. The brig force field would contain the explosion, but it would kill the crew members within the cell. I recommend that we find a way of disarming it, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay. I'd try talking to them first, because maybe they're able to do something on the inside with it.
Nothing to report. I see that the Alasi live up to their reputation, Captain.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
I don't like the looks of this, Jim. The crew is tired and has elevated signs from extreme stress, but they will survive.
In
Alright.
that fridge.
You are
It does look like a fridge.
It really does.
A bomb located just inside the force field.
Oh my god.
This appears to be the button that turns.
Alright, what do we got? What do we got that we can do with this?
Well, try something first.
Save new game. Replace previous.
See what happens when you use it?
Forgot, Jim.
You've set off some type of booby trap. The force field protected you from the blast, but everyone inside the brig is dead.
We killed people.
We came here to save these done.
All of the crewmen are dead, Captain.
I'm just a security officer.
What have we done? My God, what have we done?
All right, are we gonna start back over and not let
Yeah,
that happen?
we're definitely gonna load before I intentionally blow up 9 people.
Yeah, please.
27.
27.
Oh no, it's 27 total. 27
Oh
total.
god.
It is located.
Alright, so
I
what
like
can
the
we do with
music for that, by the way.
Captain, if we could...
Yes, you're right, we did get music there.
Don't want to use the radio.
Can you do anything with the weirdly named device that I can't remember the name of? The flux
Nothing
capacitor.
happens. Nothing happens.
Did you check those bodies to see if they had anything on them?
Nothing happens.
Tried to.
Nothing happens.
Feel them up?
You fail to obtain.
Yeah, try
anything.
that. Try the next one.
You fail
Just in
to
case.
obtain any. You fail to obtain.
You have Spock. Oh god.
Hey, what are you doing here?
It's good that we're not killing them. I think that's the
Agreed.
appropriate thing. We can't leave this room,
You
basically.
can't touch that pipe over there. Blow people up.
Spock, see if you can disarm this.
There you go.
I'll do my best, Captain.
What if I just go to the wires?
There. I believe the bomb
Nice.
is now
Okay, that was easy.
Well, that was easy. My God.
preparing the transporter.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. What wiring? Oh, I guess. Okay.
Thank you
Tough
for
dude.
freeing us, Captain. We'll secure the area so they don't come up behind you. We've had electrical problems with our door to our bridge, Captain. The Alassi don't know we put an electric shutdown device. You'd never find it by chance. But if you used a charged phaser welder 2 feet to the left of the door and 1 foot off the ground, you might be able to shut down
Nice,
the force
okay.
field and get a jump on the Alassi.
I have one of those. Talk to him for saving anything else out of him.
Yeah.
Thank you for freeing us. You better take the bridge before they suspect anything is up.
Save it, by the way, too.
You'd better hurry up, or they'll catch on, sir.
Save
You know,
new
get your
game.
pants all-
Replace previous.
Can you take the bomb?
Well done. I let those people.
No, they're out.
Oh.
There's
You are
just
in
one.
the Masada.
Oh, I gotcha.
They're only showing us
A
one.
length of wire removed. A bomb with 3 wires. Primitive, but potentially quite deadly.
What we gotta do is figure out how to charge the phaser welder.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Which one's the phaser welder?
A phaser welder. It is without power.
Well, that's what we gotta do is figure power it up. You do something out in the hallway with it, like
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
is there something? Is there like a power source in the hallway we can tap into?
That's what I was thinking.
This
Screen.
view screen communication.
It's damaged beyond repair, but it doesn't mean that we can't use
Twisted
it.
debris. You are in a typical starship corridor.
Slightly away from red.
You look but see nothing.
There was that bar over there. It didn't have red on.
Twisted debris. Twisted debris has been.
A Spock, look at that counter.
Nothing happens.
I certainly see nothing there.
I fail to see the lot.
Shoot it.
Jim, you should relax.
I feel like we're so fucking close, too. There's music.
Like I said, it feels Star Trek-y.
Nothing happens.
Turkey.
Nothing
Turkey.
happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Sometimes you just need a little Kirky.
I'm grateful to see anyone after that.
Oh, Miles has to
Well,
repeat.
with any luck, you won't have to worry.
Provided the Alassi don't have
Not even being picked up by stream, by the way.
I just find it like there's so
the cabinet is
the first like maybe it changes it at night as opposed to during the day. I don't know what
The song changes.
The song changes. It's usually like oh my darling Clementine.
When I was here yesterday on the bridges.
Right.
But earlier today was Farajaga.
When this operation is complete.
Yes, and then like early like in the afternoon it was Clementine, oh my darling Clementine. I've maybe. Kind of good because it's the same thing. They probably like.
You failed to obtain.
Although today he tried to be sneaky. It went off and he put it on his back like this to pretend it wasn't happening. And I was like, Miles, I hear the alarm. He's like, no, it's on my back.
He's so terrible at hiding things. Let's not do the transporter.
Nothing happens.
That's clearly not the way. In fact, I can tell you already what's going to happen if we use the transporter. 3 of us make it through.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
I want to be able to charge this thing.
And the lieutenant ain't making it. I feel like there's got to be something out in the hallway. But I feel like there's a way to combine inventory items that we haven't figured out yet, because like...
I mean, do you want to take a look at the instruction manual and see if it's... Might be one of those, like, roll... Oh, look. You can also use one inventory on another. Do this. Use the icon with the left mouse button, then select an inventory. Also display, click on the inventory. Scrolling down.
That's it.
Okay, so we can combine at least. Go back to the game.
I feel like that wire we gotta plug in somewhere. What about the...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Funny.
Nothing happens.
I feel like you have to plug the wire in somewhere. You have that long red wire.
Didn't they say that would help? But they said the wiring would help with trans.
Yeah, you're right. You get
No,
Spock
the
has
other
to do it.
wiring, not that one.
You have to have Spock do it.
But I can't shoot Spock and then...
Well, no, it's the 3 wires, not the red one.
Nothing happens.
Now the 3 wires I think we had from when we picked up the debris.
No, that one was from the wall. Sure.
The controls have been...
Can they be
with Chief Engineer's...
Spock, we don't have today.
I can attempt to...
I've always been a gambler.
Try the 3 wires, the colors.
Right.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, but
Nothing happens.
at the wall.
Nothing happens.
Come back into the...
Yeah.
You talk to them? They're probably gagged.
You imperialist Federation scum! We will never surrender. Sereth is a great man with a great vision. I spit upon you.
A Patooey.
You
A Patooey.
imperialist.
It's not even entertaining it.
You'd better hurry up.
You are in the brig of...
I feel like we're so close.
There's nothing there requiring...
Some scraps of metal found in the corridors of the Masada.
Yeah, the Masada.
Transmogrifier. This device was invented by an engineer with a sense of humor about names. With the proper attachments, engineers use it for temporary fixes on key circuits.
That's got to be for the transporter, so I think that might not be used.
A length of wire removed. Some scraps of wire found in the corridors of the... A phaser welder.
What the other phasers?
These weapons are powerless, having been shorn of...
Can you combine the phaser with the phaser welder? It's like the actual normal phaser.
Phaser welder is now charged.
Fuck yeah! You gotta do that in the hallway, though.
Nothing happens.
I was just thinking like the TV show. I'm like, they've done that before.
So 2 feet to the left.
Yeah.
I like the microwave in
Save.
the wall over there.
Save new game.
Of the door.
Save new game. Replace previous
Yeah, you can
game.
press it.
That did it. The field is deactivated, Captain.
Nice.
The field has already been...
Can't say I like the decor.
It's the same as the Enterprise!
Order provides access to...
Oh, Alex!
Beam down a security team.
Oh, the lieutenant. You gotta blow it up still. I think we can do it. You just gotta know which ones to get.
That did it.
Save new game.
I was like, I'm not going
Yeah.
through that shit again.
Yeah. Legit.
Nope.
Oh, God! Can't you stun the captain? I think it might, because if there's no one to follow...
Wanted to see what...
Oh my God,
It's not-
Alex!
It's not letting me, click anymore.
Load a previously saved game. Restart. Load a quit the... Restart the game.
No!
Load a pre...
I think what you want to do is it's the one left, center, and then right. No, it's center, then left, then right. Fuck.
I'm telling you, the captain! Get the captain first next time.
Oh, you just take out the captain immediately?
Yeah.
Yes! That's the logical thing to do. Damn it.
Scotty, beam
It's
down.
got to be a way to do it.
We're always gonna go for the red shirt first.
Yes.
That's about as fast as you can do it.
Then there's got to be another way to do it then. Like, can you talk to him before when you're in there? Before you
Yeah,
pull
try
up-
that first. Diplomatic.
It's over, Seraph. Surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew. Freeze. Don't even think about it. Check and mate, Elas. It's over, Seraph.
That one.
You are an honorable and worthy opponent, Kirk. I accept your offer.
Scotty,
I mean,
beam down a security
don't get
team
me
to the
wrong.
bridge. We have regained control.
Yes, I would go in and just stun everybody, but...
Pew, pew, pew!
but legitimately...
Aye, Captain.
Hold on, hold
Right,
on.
I kept forgetting. This is Star Trek. This isn't Discovery.
Right.
Okay? You don't just come in and start firing lasers.
Boom! 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 Boom!
We don't
Yeah.
even do future punching
It's
yet.
not Picard, okay? 7 of 9's not coming in and saying, fuck you, and blowing your head up.
77%.
77%.
It's probably your choice at the beginning.
Receive 2 commendation
Probably,
points. Well done, Captain.
Alright, we should save after
Yeah.
this and then
Hold a
take a
Federation
break.
starship.
What is 10?
Can you believe it?
Since we just witnessed
I have to
that very
say,
event, Doctor, I'm surprised.
I'm really digging this.
It was
Yeah.
a rhetorical question, Spock.
I've got no issues so far.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I legitimately am just enjoying myself.
Undoubtedly, Captain. I suspect they have considerable resources to draw on.
It's like watching a Star Trek episode that you get to influence.
Yeah, that's exactly what this feels like.
It's great.
We'll get the preview of what the next one is. Save it.
Yeah.
Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On-screen
I
report.
love the
A
squawk
raid
sound.
across the
It's the
Romulan
same as
neutral
a
zone
submarine.
has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in
Yeah,
transit.
fucking yeah,
Proceed
Romulans.
immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the
ARC-7.
station. Good luck, Jim.
Alright, save it, Alex. We'll just
Yeah,
see
we'll
you
do
next
this
time.
next time. But this is legitimately fun.
Yeah, fucking Romulans. I didn't know they were in this, so it was good.
Also won't show up on our sensors.
Save new game.
Yeah, new game.
Replace
Yeah.
previous game. Save new game.
Now it's Romulans, so what do you want to do?
Fall
Winning
of Rome.
Romulan?
Yeah, winning Romulans, I bet.
Nogulans?
No, Nogulans.
Nogulans?
It's not Rom, it's his son.
Oh god, that was a reach.
Alright.
That was a
Well,
real,
before we go,
real far stretch.
we know that.
Arm weapons.
I was gonna say dick or no dick, but you
That
know.
too. Dick or no dick? Dick. Al, let it go. Al, let go.
I'm sorry, I'm just firing.
Alex, let go. My fucking.
Anyway.
I want to fire off all of my photon
It's like
torpedoes.
fucking talking to my children.
So dick, right?
Dick.
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 Triple dick.
My own slurps.
I think that counts. I don't know what the Schlurps. Oh no, the Schlurps! Now I remember the Schlurps.
How can you
I remember the
We need
Schlurps.
4.5 fucking hours of
I remember
slurps,
the
Jake.
Schlurps.
Honestly,
I had to see the title of the game, and then I remembered the Schlurps.
we spent so much time on that puzzle, and I mean, it's a really fucking tough puzzle. That's the ATAX puzzle.
Half of one stream and an entire second stream.
Yeah, it was
On
on.
Schlurps.
I am sorry for nothing. I wanted to solve it.
Did you?
No!
Okay.
But we figured after 4+ hours.
It was time.
Maybe
Well,
it was
yes,
time.
I mean, I have my
Oh, don't-
limitations.
don't worry,
I'm just
Jackie.
saying.
I'll tell you
Jackie,
right
we
now, I probably wouldn't have solved it.
Also, I enjoyed every minute of you attempting to solve it. So
I don't know if I enjoyed every minute of it.
I enjoyed most minutes of
But
it.
what was good is that it was funny for the first half hour, and then it wasn't funny for the next half hour, and then it was funny for like an hour,
Oh,
and
so
then
is
it
that-
wasn't funny
is
for
the-
an
is
hour,
the repeating
and then
cycle?
it was hilarious for the last
It's,
hour.
the cycle of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The first 3 times it's hilarious. The next 3 times it's not. But eventually it cycles back around.
The 100th time, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Man, I can't fucking wait till next time now.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm really
This is
excited
gonna
to
be
keep
a
playing.
blast. And now that I finally finished your characters for the escape room, pay attention.
Yeah, less
now
than
I
2 weeks
can
away.
get the character sheets and send it off to you.
August 13th.
Gotta finish. I have almost prepped everything. Almost. We're getting there. But then I still have to go to Kinko's to get the maps printed.
I have a joke on that.
Please don't. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate it.
What do you got?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, oh, Jackie, so you've been making those characters for that thing for the past 3 years? Now you can finally start paying attention.
That was bad.
I'm going to bed.
That's why I didn't want to say
I was
it.
going anyway, so live with your mistakes.
Good night, Jackie.
Good
This
night.
is why when I say I shouldn't have said this joke, I should really just.
And yet you didn't stick to
stick
your
my
guns. You
stick
just
to my
like
convictions.
you were like, but I really want to say it.
All right.
I shouldn't make this
can you
joke
stick this in
because
the
she'll get mad at me. But
Let's talk about that.
I really don't care if she gets mad at me.
It's weird not coming Wednesdays now, by the way.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it is weird.
Legitimately, I'm sitting there. What was it? Last Wednesday when you guys weren't there, I was like, it's usually we get like people day off, and now that we have so many days off, I'm just like I don't.
Well, now it's people
It's
day
weird.
off, Joe.
Oh yeah, for the movies, yeah.
And occasionally me when I don't have something.
Yeah, when you don't have something.
Right.
But now instead of Hoops on Monday, Hoops and Joe on Wednesday, now it's Hoops on Monday, Joe
on Thursday, Hoops and Joe on Sunday. True.
So honestly, I think it's a better breakup of the day.
I prefer the Wednesday.
Dispersing everything out a little better.
It's not that there's less hoops.
No,
it's just that it's a back-to-back
You
hoopsing.
you get a
back-to-back
full
hoop-
hoops in.
Sorry, a back-to-back hoopsing is what.
That's what it is.
Can that be a quote? Jesus Christ! It's back-to-back hoopsing.
Back-to-back hoopsing.
All right, I am going to bed. You guys are ridiculous.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
77%. My ass.
That's
I guess
okay.
we did. Yeah, I guess we could have maybe handled it better. But I feel like once we got on the ship,
No, we did it fucking perfect.
like we did everything. What did they want us to repair the transporter and transport that guy back first? Maybe they did. Maybe they wanted us to repair the transporter anyway.
No, not with 67%. That was pretty clear that you didn't have to do that. Here's what we'll do. After we're done with the game,
We'll watch like.
I'll just look
we'll
it up.
just read up.
I'm sure someone's on this. We'll just pull it up.
I mean, they're episodic, right? There's nothing wrong with us just figuring
Yeah,
it out now.
I just want to do it at the end in case we, see
Yeah,
something we don't
something's
want to
like,
do.
And then that's going to come up later in like another puzzle. It'll be just like the solution to a puzzle 3 missions from now. It's like,
Right, exactly.
Oops. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. The episodes aren't too long. You get in there, there's enough puzzles.
The
And
music's good where there is music. The puzzles are quick and snappy and fun. You can do things wrong and still progress.
Yes.
Which I really like. In a lot of adventure games, you can't do that.
I mean, that's one of the big complaints I have in a lot of these more ones where they're like they want to go for this full on like cinematic feel, and I'd say more than just adventure games.
Yeah.
Even in RPGs where it's like, I'm always annoyed when you make a decision that doesn't stick.
Right. You choose
And-
to do something. Well, you see that a lot in Mass Effect too, where like
Oh,
you'll say,
Mass Effect
I
drove me
want to do
nuts.
this thing. And then it turns out your character is like, okay, well, when you said, hey, I don't agree with that, your character goes, hey, fuck you, and punches him in the face. That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to say I disagree.
Yes. Yes, there's... Whereas this actually, it's like, you're given multiple choice. You can be the dick. You can easily be the dick in this, too.
You can. And then Starfleet's going to call you up and be like, hey.
Hey, you were a dick.
Hey, Dick. You don't get any commendation.
Captain Dick.
Hey, Captain Dick, you blew up that entire brig full of people. Hey, Captain Dick, we told you to find the Masada, and instead you found it and then launched a bunch of photon torpedoes.
That would have also been hysterical, by the way.
Be like, oh, mission 2, speed run. We're just done.
Do you want to end it, or do you want to do the Nuzlocke, or do you want to watch The Wire?
We're so close to the end of The Wire.
Of season 1?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that.
I want to get to the end of season 1 of The Wire.
Alright, that's fair.
And then, because I'm really excited for season 2, because I fucking love season 2. Very polarizing. I just want to see your
Alright. Yeah, so Wednesday. What were we talking about before we wanted to do? Oh. You'll do, what's the Flip the Birds in the Air? Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium. Yes.
It's not like planned. We would have done,
Continue the Nuzlocke too.
Yeah, we'll feel.
We're in the middle of the Nuzlocke. We might as well finish it.
Alright. You want to continue that?
And then but now that we've got a recurring Wednesday thing, like, we'll just go
Yeah, I mean, we would have done the,
Sarah,
Dokapon.
we're not gonna put it in Discord. Maybe you should have been here, huh? You wanna catch Disco Elysium? Show up to Adventure Game Night. We're gonna actually switch it up on random days of the week. Only gonna say it at the end of Adventure Game Night, but not just at the end. So you can't just come to the VOD, okay? You gotta watch the whole VOD. You can't just come to the end and skip forward. Now we gotta stay on for like another 15 minutes.
I made a point of grabbing my. Can you just the wire, charging wire?
This one?
That one.
Alright, I'm
Thanks.
actually gonna go use the bathroom. We can cut the stream.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna cut the stream. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Steve.